shouldn't make this video right now because he's literally sitting like 10 feet away from me right now. But I come up to him.
This guy comes up to her and is super nice and respectful, but at the end of the conversation, he doesn't ask her contact information, and she's kind of left disappointed. But ladies, a man that is super respectful and not like obviously playboy suave, he's not used to approaching women like this, and he's less likely to ask directly your contact information. He's waiting for the flag that you're supposed to be flying. He approached you because he was that inspired. He probably thinks you're just that gorgeous, that it was worth the uncomfortable risk. So you have to clearly reciprocate by giving him your contact information. Don't wait for him to ask for it, because if you don't, that respectful, good man has no problem walking away because he does not want to push himself into your life. A good man within a relationship will do things beyond his limits, but he will act as if he's done nothing. It is at this moment that he does want his efforts to be appreciated. Because let's face it, most men's efforts are not appreciated. They are expected. So if you do that, if you show that man appreciation, he will have no limits.
Tell me why. Every time I pick up the phone and call a man and say, "What are you doing?"
He will say that he's doing nothing. This is a sign that that is a good man in your life, and I'm going to explain. But first, women don't really understand this because they take it quite literal. And well, you can't be doing nothing if you're existing in space. But what he means is that what he's doing is not that important. And he wants to make sure that you know that he's available if you need him. So if you're getting this a lot from the men in your life, that is a good sign that you have some really good men in your life that want to be there for you.
Life-changing experience today. So I walk into my local chicken spot down here in Norfolk, and the lady behind the cash register said, "Oh, hey, handsome." I was having a rough Saturday until I met you, but you're gonna make me blush up in here. And she just continued, "Oh, go ahead. You're so handsome, boy." That's my new boyfriend, just gassing me up to everybody in front of in this gas station, right? Made me feel fantastic. So I go on about my business. I go over and get me a big gulp Diet Mountain Dew and walk up to the cash register. I'm gonna get me something for lunch. I get an egg roll and a pizza roll because it didn't have any corn dogs. Shame. Anyways, I said, "Give me one of the egg rolls and a pizza roll." I said, "Whatever sauce you think's good on it." She looks at me and she says, "My sauce be the best on your egg roll." And looked me up and down. And the whole damn gas station heard that shit and went nuts. I felt fantastic. I feel as if that was the invite to the cookout. My life has been made. What else is there to achieve in life? No idea.
Men are simple. They just want you to be supportive, think logically, and to communicate. Meaning, don't expect him to read your mind. Easy peasy.
Tell me why, when a guy's gonna go hang out with his friends and you ask him, "What's your guys' plan?" They
Usually have one answer, not sure. It's because guys like to go with the flow and do what they want when they want if everyone agrees. It's why activities like pickup basketball actually work. That would never work for women.
I don't know why guys get mad at girls for asking what-if questions in hypothetical situations.
Because they know that they're being tested, and they also know that there's probably no right answer that you'll ever accept.
You'd be surprised how many times a man sits in his car, on his bed, or in the bathroom, and quickly cries because he's so stressed out. But when he shows his face again, he looks perfectly fine, unbothered, and still manages to smile and go about his business like nothing happened. Because as a man, this world has wrongly taught us that you're not supposed to show your emotions. And let's face it, nobody really cares what you're going through anyway. If you're a man and you're watching this, I just want to say I appreciate you, and I feel you, brother.
A lot of women do not understand how truly sentimental good men are, especially when it comes to a girl giving him compliments or even just the simple "I hope you have a great day" on a cup. Because women don't realize it is pretty rare for a man to receive efforts like this. Most men can still recount the 1 or 2 compliments they have ever had. And if you don't believe me, ask your male friend or even just look in these comments. So for this man to receive ongoing efforts from this woman, it's no wonder they started dating. Because ladies, a man is told to give in order to maintain a relationship. And all he really wants is some reciprocation. Trust me. I know you want him to do something for you because he wants to do it, not because you had to tell him to do it. But he doesn't think this way because a good, successful man will want to know ahead of time how he can be successful. The fact that he didn't think of it himself does not mean that it's less meaningful, because when he does that thing for you, you can be sure that it was purely to make you happy. Isn't that more meaningful anyways?
I know that I am not the most beautiful woman in the world. I know that you don't even believe I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, and that is okay. If we're looking at it from a neutral perspective, no one, you're not going to be like, Amy is the most beautiful woman in the world. I know that I'm the most special person to you. I know that you're attracted to me, and you're attracted to me as an isolated individual. Are you trying to tell me?
Yeah, I would disagree with what you're saying.
Am I the most beautiful woman in the world?
That's the thing, is beauty is way more. Beauty in a person is so much wrapped up in that.
100%.
And there's actually no one more beautiful than you. Like, genuinely, because there's so much in that. And I want to say that, because if you don't feel that from me, that's a big concern of mine. You are the most beautiful person to me because you're the mother of my children, my wife. You are my best friend. I think you're gorgeous. Like, all of these things that's beauty. It's not anything else. So I can't just let you say that and move on, because that's not true.
Yeah. Thank you.
The end.
This is exactly what I see women get wrong time and time again. Because beauty is so much more than surface level. And a big part of that, ladies, is in your actions, is how you treat him. It's in your personality. It's in your selflessness. It's in your caring and nurturing nature. Those are the things that a good man cares about. Men absolutely want and they need this, but you know what's worse than not giving this to him? It's actually giving this to him and then not standing by your word. You disappear. You change how you think of him. And men, unfortunately, they continue to experience this, where they are vulnerable finally with a woman, and that woman takes advantage of it. They either think differently about that man after they hear about his vulnerabilities, or they just hold on to it and they use it against him later on down the line, which unfortunately causes that man to have issues with opening up with a woman and being vulnerable with a woman ever again. So I'm telling you right now, if you do not see that man being in your future long term and he has a vulnerable moment like this, be honest with him. Be honest with how you feel. And put it on yourself, right? Because you're going to look like and feel like the bad guy. And women, they have such an issue with that. And that's why they always put it back on the man, which makes the man feel terrible down the line. So trust me, he would rather you be honest with him.